everyone. Welcome back from break. Welcome back to El Sabor del Amor. We're on episode 5. And today we have some interesting things in store. We have a cook-off that's going to happen. We have, where we left off last episode, if you've caught that. We'll probably be first getting into what the previously on prompts were. Let's get into that. Let's start with I'll just quickly go through prompts that were answered to add more flavor into the story, and then we can get into introductions and then onto the game. So, previously on El Sabor del Amor, Silvio was playfully threatened by Cruz to reveal Silvio's crush on Maria. Federico in the past has sworn to take revenge against Silvio's twin brother Eladio for killing one of his henchmen, which is interesting. Fernando found a letter from his ex and didn't really want to throw it away, didn't really want to keep it, but ended up keeping it. Mrs. Salazar had once given her younger brother a weapon to ward off any family bullies at a young age, and that has kind of translated when they are adults as well. Cristobal had previously fought with Diego in a bar and almost died during it. And Maria, on a night out with Carmen, almost kissed someone that was vaguely familiar to her, but couldn't really recognize. Alright, let's get into it. Hello everyone, I'm HNP, I use they them pronouns, and I will be your game master for this series. Let's start with M.
Hi, I'm Emily. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm playing Maria.
Alright, Denver.
Hey y'all, I'm Denver, she, they pronouns. I am playing Cristobal.
Awesome. And Amanda.
Hello, Amanda. She, her pronouns, despite what you're seeing in front of you, and I'll be playing Fernando.
Adi. I almost said Carmen.
Well, that is hard to blame you for that. Hello, people of the internet. I am Adi. I am, you see a he, him, but I play hers a lot of the time because I have fun doing that. I am playing Carmen Santevista, a very humble, demure, and graceful person.
Neither of those three words are synonymous to Carmen.
Graceful? Please. She's hella graceful. Bitch.
Alright, Kronos.
Oh, hey, the name's Kronos. I use he, him pronouns, and I will be playing Federico Feducci, the pasta chef at Náutica.
And last but not least, our favorite ass, Steve. Promoted from extra to main cast.
Oh, this is great. Yes, I'm here. Sorry about that. Not me, just me. because of course I am. But hi everyone. Sorry about that.
Cancel stream without tech issues.
Exactly. I'm Steve. He him playing Silvio. He they. Back at it as full time cast member. No longer relegated to buffer filler thing person. Yeah. That's that. Yeah. Cool. All right.
Stream daddy, you were never an extra.
I appreciate that.
Facts. All right. The morning after Trinidad's arrest is quite peaceful. Maria has come into work feeling like there's nothing else wrong. Everything's kind of calmed down, and she can just focus on the cook-off that's going to happen later today. What kind of prep work is Maria doing?
Maria is slivering almonds, ferociously mixing batter and dough. She has nothing too extravagant planned. She just wants to focus on her mastery of technical skills.
Mm-hmm.
Also not worried for Maria is still like a very high baseline level of stress. The ponytail is tight. The lip balm was forgotten. She's doing great. Coffee pot's going. I think she's trying really hard to just focus on the cook-up.
I would say, uncharacteristically, you notice that Mrs. Salazar hasn't come yet. Usually she's also one of like the first people there. But Mariano does walk in, and kind of gives you a nod and goes to prepare his station for the day. And he also notices that Mrs. Salazar isn't here yet and asks you, Maria, have you heard anything from Lorena?
No, she doesn't usually make her plans known to me, but yeah, no, I also thought that was weird. Maybe just with everything going on, she's a little stressed like the rest of us.
Understandable, that is. I'll try to give her a call. She's usually not a no-show. If you need anything, I'm here. And he goes off to prepare the stuff. Who else is showing up early morning? Fernando, absolutely. What is Fernando doing coming in?
Oh, sorry, I forgot to mute. So Fernando is probably trying to sort of recover from his very mysterious absence last time, which I think he got the sniffles and couldn't get to work because, you don't want to contaminate food. He takes that very seriously. So he but now that it's the day of the cook-off, he's of course says hello to Maria, but doesn't like want to get in her space when she's working. So he'll just be like inspecting his ingredients and like trying to figure out what the best sort of things are to include in his dish. Probably going for like a sushi fusion type thing. So that'll be fun.
Mariano kind of looks over his shoulder and he's like, "Oh, you're back. Good thing. Glad you're here. Did you hear about what happened yesterday?"
What happened?
Mariano's gonna glance at Maria to see if, Maria takes any credit about the things that happened.
Oh, they figured out who was sending those letters to Julieta. It was Trinidad.
Trinidad? Huh. Why?
They arrested him and everything. It was very dramatic.
Oh, sorry I missed the drama, but is everyone safe? No one got hurt?
I think everyone's okay now.
He just went
Trinidad,
quietly to
honestly,
the...
but he deserves it.
Mariano pipes up and is like, from what I heard, Cristobal lunged at the man and tackled him.
I wouldn't have suspected that, but good for him. Must be working out or something to be able. I wouldn't expect him to be able to do that, but I guess I shouldn't get sick because I miss all the good stuff.
I mean, isn't that always the case? The one day we take a break,
I'm not there. Yeah,
everything happens. Yeah, and he kind of nods over to Maria again. He's like, "This one is being too humble. It was her who figured out that it was Trinidad."
I just matched some handwriting samples and then double checked and then safeguarded the evidence and turned it in to Mrs. Salazar and then the police.
Still,
that's very impressive. To be able to compare handwriting samples and
it's nothing. I have to copy my mom's signature all the time for my siblings' school forms. It's really not that hard.
Fernando just has
Mariano smirks a little, just that's a very Maria thing to do kind of way, and just goes back to what he was doing.
Well, as long as you use your powers for good and not evil, I suppose.
Sure.
Yeah, forging. I would have never tried to forge my mom's signature. I would have been met with La Chancla before I could. I would not dare.
I mean, she's not really lucid enough to know, so someone has to.
Yeah.
Speaking of evil, I think there would be from outside from the horn as skidding tire sounds come, and then a small little bump, and then it's just a mierda.
Not one conversation. You can't have one conversation alone with Maria. It's never. It's impossible. I'm doomed forever.
I think
Fernando alone challenge.
While Carmen's coffee is brewing, she's going to show up eventually.
Yeah, that's fair.
Surprisingly, you don't see anything else, and you have time for a conversation.
Yeah. All right. I would like to have my actual beard adhesive because it is not cooperating. I'm sorry, everyone. This is not very professionally adhered, but yeah. So, no, it's Maria, about the other day, is everything, or he starts and then sort of fades off and is like, well, good luck at the challenge today. I know you won't need it, but still, may the best chef win.
Yeah, you too, Fernando. I guess we'll just get back to prep then.
Outside, where we heard the lovely horn of the Mini Cooper. What is Carmen up to?
Carmen is very quickly trying to cover up damage to the fountain because there's one more little blink into the side of the fountain. She is looking around and she is going to she's going to pull out a pen and just kind of actually not even a pen, her key, and she's going to scratch into onto the masonry. I know what you did, in kind of just like this thing, and then she's going to flip her hair and then let them figure that one out. And that was the reason for the delay in the entering into the.
I want you to manipulate a superior just to see if you can get away with this a second time.
Okay. That is going. Wait. So, correct me if I'm wrong, DM. That's just 2d6 plus what?
Oh, you have questions. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna say, what is your playbook question? Are you the center of attention? Currently or not, which is good.
No. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, just roll a flat 2d6.
Flat 2d6, because, yeah. And can I add that the
hold
letter,
that you had from... Oh.
No. I'm going to add that the message is going to come from an M. The M is going to be the and like half of an A, and then that's it. Ooh, that is a 10.
Okay. All right. You'll know the outcome later.
Flipping her hair, she is going to lean into the Mini Cooper and pull out her ingredients and start sashaying towards the kitchen, because this is the bake-off and she has an impression to make.
All right, yeah, you walk into the kitchen and you see Maria already has a pot of coffee brewing, and Maria, Fernando, and Mariano are the ones that you find inside the kitchen prepping their own things for both lunch and, the cook-off later in the day.
Oh, my dear chefs. And then we'll bow, give kisses, and we'll turn to Maria and just, Amor, I don't know how you do it. Just every time, it's just you always know when to have a coffee for your poor Carmen.
I mean, it's not like there's no audio cue.
Oh, did I provide the cue? I don't know why. How you are so good, but this is more to the point. Springing off from your fabulousness yesterday, could you give me a few tips? I think that as for the cook-off, I was planning to do a bit of flan, and flan, because most of the time these things do collapse, but I do have a talent to make things rise. So I thought perhaps it would be good for me to attempt something like that.
Yeah, of course. I'm never going to think about flan the same way again, but sure.
Mi amor, I open people's eyes to new horizons.
Sure. Yeah, so the key with flan, and Maria starts spouting off some technical things that I don't know about flan.
If anyone else wants to come in at this point, they absolutely can. Federico, Cristobal, or Silvio.
Fuck it, sure. You want to go first, Kronos?
Oh, no. Carry on, Steve.
Okay, cool.
No, unless Sylvia comes in.
Okay. So while Maria is explaining to Carmen how flan works, Sylvia walks in carrying 2 large bags of ingredients, puts them down on the counter. Is like, oh fuck me, this is heavier than lifting weights. And okay, hi, how's it going? How are we doing today? I'm having a really good day, surprisingly. It's been yeah, things are good. Silvio is dressed in this 3-piece suit again with it's like this so the pants and the vest are like jet black, like Japanese silk black material with the tie that it's like a red velvet-ish color tie, and the suit on top is also red, but like a glossy red, which matches the tie. His shoes also are red, which match the vibe of the red leather shoes that match the suit. And he just leans against the counter, or like turns around, leans back against the counter, like both hands on the counter, leaning back, and just watching this conversation unfold between Carmen and Maria. I'm so excited about today. I picked my mom's brain about recipes and how to make cool shit all night, and even though she was tired, she still helped me with it, and it was really cool. And I managed to cook like a little bit of something last night, and yeah, okay. Anyway, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. How's it going? What's happening? Is that coffee I smell? Carmen, sorry, Maria, did you make some extra? Can I have like a little bit? I know I'm way too buzzed already, but a little bit more won't help, right? It's not like I've had 3 coffees already because I didn't sleep.
Carmen is going to lean forward and just put a finger on Silvio's lips. Relax. Mi Amor always has an extra coffee. And but don't interrupt her preparation. I shall make it for you, Silvio.
Mariano would come and take like the bags of ingredients that you brought, Silvio, and just be like, "You think these are heavy? Try helping Alicia out once in a while. Man, that woman is strong." And he takes the bags and like goes to like put it away in the pantry.
Oh, why is he being so nice
on
today?
that regard, what are you making today, Silvio, for the cook-off?
Oh, let's just say it's something really cool that I learned from a friend and my mom, of course. I still haven't decided, to be very honest. It's 2 dishes. I have 2 dishes in mind, and depending on the vibes and what everyone else is going to be doing, it's going to be one of those 2, right? It's either going to be like this really cool thing or like this really other cool thing. You know, that's. Yeah. What about you, Carmen? What is your plan?
I'm going to make a flan, darling.
Oh, right. That makes this conversation make sense. Okay. So I love how you and I both have saved learning how to make things that we're supposed to make for the cook-off at the exact last minute, because that is so on brand. I absolutely love this.
Yes, the only difference, darling, is that I'm actually good at it, and I don't know about you just yet.
Oof. Okay, fair enough. I have never cooked for the kitchen before, or in a professional capacity, so that makes sense. But like, fair enough. That's valid. I will try not to be offended.
She's going to grin. Oh, don't worry. I'm just being a little bit of a beach because you're stealing my color, darling. Red is mine.
Oh, it was between this and green, and I thought that you would like red a little bit more, so which is why I put on red. You know, it's all for you. I knew it was your favorite color, so.
There's a delicious smirk on Carmen's face as she pats Silvio's cheek and does a little swirl and goes to get his coffee. No, don't let me interrupt, Maria. Please get along with what you're doing. Thank you for all of the tips. I'm sure I will make a decent showing, but this is only a filler. I'm not here to win. I'm just here to have a bit of spice to the moment.
I'm sure Maria's flan tips were a very technical, scientific, in-depth explanation of how flan works that no one cared about.
Mariano in the back was taking notes. Mariano
Carmen
was
is also taking notes. Carmen has other than love and affection for Maria, she has a lot of respect for Maria as well, especially as a pastry chef, because that is the only reason I'm this fat. And she would kind of show, and she has very specific body fat percentage, and it's all strategically placed, but
Oh God. All right. Federico, where are you this morning?
I think Federico would show up a bit late today. I think that yesterday yesterday's drama, the stuff that happened, him prepping and doing stuff and actually working with his thugs and stuff. I feel like it kind of took it out of him. So he is pretty exhausted, and he'll show up late and kind of be in the corner. Just silently prepping for the cook-off that's about to happen. But yes.
So everyone kind of sees Federico come in a little later, and just silently, kind of with almost an aura of please don't, goes to his station and starts prepping. I would say right after Federico comes in, the very distinct sound of Alicia's truck is heard, and you hear the beeping of her reversing her truck, and she kind of she comes in and with bags of produce and stuff, and she notices the bags that Silvio got, and she's like, Am I out of a job? What has happened here?
Shit. No, we're having a cook-off today, so I may have overdone the ingredients a little bit, or the quantities, I guess. But no, please. It would. I don't think this place would survive without you. So that's not. No, and shit. Why is this so weird?
I'm gone for 2 days, and wow, so much has happened from what I've heard, at least.
Yeah, you have no idea. There's people tackling each other, and cops, and strange letters, and God, I don't even. How are you doing? How are you feeling? I heard you were a little under the weather.
I'm feeling better. I must thank Federico for bringing in some soup. And she kind of looks at you, Federico, and kind of nods, thank you.
I assume that Federico's had the don't energy, and the second that he sees Alicia, he just acts hello, Senora, can I help with the groceries? Do you need anything? I'm glad you're feeling better. You look a lot better. I'm happy that you're feeling good.
Yes, of course. I'm feeling completely fine now. Just had to deal with some things. Yeah, all the bags are again, crates are all in the truck. I'll get started. I won't be here for long. I'm still very good at my job.
I assume a cloud of dust, like the Roadrunner, appears and he goes to help her.
Nice. Okay.
all of this has been keenly observed by Carmen, by the way, as she's making Silvia's cup of coffee.
Ooh. So Alicia and Federico have gone to unload the truck and stuff. Meanwhile, I would say the wait staff starts to trickle in now. First of all, you come in and you kind of meet, I would say, Alma, and well, you both reached at the same time, I would say, and you kind of walk in together, and Alma kind of makes a comment of, I heard you, like, tackled Trinidad yesterday.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling that. And yeah, he's a little stiff.
You see Alma kind of like rummage into like her purse, and she's like, I think I might be able to help with that actually. She rummages in her purse and she takes out like a muscle relaxant, like cream or whatever, and she kind of hands it over.
Thank you, Alma.
I do hope this helps. I know we have a big day ahead of us. Do you know what you're going to be cooking for the cook-off?
Yeah, actually, it's been a while since I've made it, but I was thinking making my enchiladas de papas fritas.
It's very comfort food. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, after what happened yesterday, I think we could all use some comfort food.
That is very true. Well, you both head inside, and of course, Diego's a no-show. I would say after the two of you arrive, Dolores and Antonio also come in, and they start prepping up to the main floor, putting down tablecloths, putting down plates and napkins. Antonio's getting the bar ready, still very annoyed about that missing bottle of whiskey. And yeah, as the morning wears on and it kind of slowly comes into opening time for the lunch rush. I mean, who else would be the first to show up other than our lovely guest, Horatio? Carmen, Horatio again greets you at the front and says, "My darling Carmen, hello. It's wonderful to see you as always."
Senor Horatio, I know you are going to be at ease and just talk to me and then just go sit at the table. So I shall be kind and let you just do that instead of wasting your time, a poor woman like me.
Would you like to have lunch with me? I would be
never ask.
honored. I would be honored to have you.
Never ask. Oh, and she just hands him. She just hands him her hand, and like
he's gonna kiss it, and then he's gonna like kind of gesture that you go first, and the two of you kind of head over to his like favorite booth, like his table.
I'm just going to snap fingers for the wait staff, like whoever's the closest waiter. Actually, I will see the closest waiter and I will just say, call Cristobal. I know Mr. Horatio likes him.
So, Cristobal, you're told by Dolores that Mr. Horatio's here, and he is expecting you to take his order.
I will head over to the table, notepad at the ready.
And by the time Cristobal has come, I have wowed Horatio with all that has happened and his very manly presence. It was scintillating. It almost made me, have feelings. But he is a friend at the end of the day.
Horatio kind of looks at you and says, "I always thought you and Cruz might have a thing."
Well, Mr. Horesh, I do not mean to be rude, but many people think they have things with me.
Oh, interesting. You're a very interesting character, Carmen.
Well, this is, I don't have any problem in believing that. It is just sad that you only found this out now, Senor Horesh. Blink,
That is true.
blink,
That is
flutter,
all
flutter.
on me. That is true. I am obviously the one to blame. Horatio is going to order like his usual meal and drink, and kind of like gesture to you, Carmen. And for you?
Oh, well, you are only being a gentleman as always, Senor Horatio. I shall have something light. I am taking part in the cook-off this day, so I do not want to be distracted. I do not have too much of a sleep yesterday night because there was not much sleeping that happened. But I don't want to get sleepy.
Of course. You must be performing as well.
Of course. So I shall have but a light Caesar salad, if you don't mind.
Yeah, Cristobal, you take their order and you kind of head on over to the kitchen and give the ticket and you go in, you hand over the ticket in the kitchen. Again, like it's lunch. The restaurant just opened for lunch, so it's not unusual
usual chaos.
it's not the usual chaos just yet. But it is normal for Mr. Horatio to be the first ticket for lunch. But yeah, I would say food gets prepared, and as customers slowly, trickle in, back at in the kitchen again. Sorry, Julieto and Sebastian are back. Now the kitchen's full of life. That the vibe is back essentially. Everyone's working efficiently. Everyone seems to be, kind of riffing off of each other, and just things are going very smoothly finally after what seems like a little period of like gloom. Julieta comes to you, Maria, and says, "I'm so glad to be back. Thank you. I heard what you did."
Oh, it was nothing. It's good to have you back.
Do you have any idea what you're making today? So the cook-off?
Maria has two very different dishes going in front of her. She says, "Well, I guess I'm just making two things, and then I'll decide which comes out better." Well, so I'm making I have this peach almond tart, and it's she's like very thinly slicing peaches to go on top, and there's like freshly slivered almonds. It's like a whole operation. And then off to the side, other side, she's started making a croquembouche, but instead of cream puffs, she's using conchas. And it's not like the height of a regular croquembouche, because that wouldn't fit in the kitchen, but yes, Maria's knife skills are there. And both look incredible, but Maria's like, I don't know, I guess I just couldn't decide, and like I don't want to mess up last minute and then be stuck with that and not have a backup option, you know, if there's like something I can't, you know? Is that not?
Julieta puts like a hand on your shoulder and kind of just like, oh, calm down. It's fine. We're not on the Great British Bake Off. We are here in Náutica, so
That would be easier.
it's
Have
gonna
you
be
seen what they
fine.
make on the Great British Bake Off? Did you hear how they pronounce tacos?
They pronounce tacos.
Tacos.
Julieta's gonna burst out laughing.
Did you see
This
the
is why I do
tacos?
not
they
watch
made?
that show. I'm sorry?
Did you see the tacos they made? They were
No,
atrocious.
I fear I would simply pass it.
Yeah, I think the Great British Bake Off would be lower stakes than this right now. It would be way easier to impress the judges on the Great British Bake Off.
Julieta still is like, it's going to be fine. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna do great. I haven't had the time to even think about what I'm going to make. Sebastian, I mean, he has been keeping me out of the kitchen because he's been experimenting, apparently. Can you imagine that, keeping your own fiancé out of the shared kitchen that you both, in a house you both live together in?
Why has he
meanwhile,
at least made anything fun?
I don't know. He told me that I cannot taste it, but he wants the kitchen. And I'm sitting in the room smelling all sorts of smells. I'm being tortured in my own home, Maria.
Well, if you're looking for ideas, that olive ciabatta you make always is popular.
I will see. Maybe I'll tweak something. Back out on the floor, I would say, with Mrs. Salazar not here yet, Silvio, you have taken up as like interim owner duties, as in that you're going around making sure everything's okay, making sure guests are being serviced properly and everything. But Sylvia, you don't know what you're doing. What is going on inside Sylvia's head?
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh no. Oh fuck me. God damn it. Shit. Why did I agree to do this again? Huh? Okay, it's fine. This is good learning curve, good learning experience for when the second restaurant launches, right? Because I hope Mrs. Salazar gives me more responsibilities there. But yeah, this is fine. We're gonna be okay. Just stay calm. Just breathe. Just smile and wave, boys. That's all we have to do, right? It's okay. We're here to show the people a good time, and showing them a good time is what I'm good at. So that is Silvio's internal monologue as he walks over from table to table, making sure people are having a good time, not interrupting them while they have a mouthful of food to ask them questions about how the food tastes, because that's something he hates when he goes to restaurants, and just like making sure people know that he's around if needed, but not being like too overly pushy with, oh, you must have this or you must have that, or like just trying to adopt as much as he can, seeing what he's seen Mrs. Salazar do. That's the vibe. And he keeps looking at the door, hoping that she's going to show up in any second now. Come on, please. I haven't wished for anything this hard in my entire life.
DM, back at the table, I think she has been just like, laughing and, at all of the jokes appropriately, and, just being full on host kind of thing. And it's that, like, it's that coquettish, like, little high pitched giggle kind of theme that can kind of like, oh, stop. And so she's Carmen. She draws attention to herself. But I would like to try and spot something out of place.
Oh, with her show?
Wherein I am just trying to get a couple of questions from Signor Horatio.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. Let's see, what are the questions for that? All right. Have you been intimate with this person recently?
No, not at all.
No. Are you free
He's
of other
lost.
distractions? Are you free?
She is zoned. She's zoned in this moment. She's been kind of wanting to get to this point for a while, so she's extremely focused. Laser.
Okay. And are you the center of attention in this situation? I'm going to say yes. It's hard not to be the center of attention for Carmen. You can roll a 2d6 plus 2.
That is a 12.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you can ask 2 questions from that list of questions under spot something out of place.
So she's, after laughing at one question, so Senor Horatio, and then she'll kind of lean and kind of draw a little design on his palm, if it's out on the back of his hand. How do you feel about the Senor Mateo Ibarra?
I'm not sure. I know he owns a few restaurants here and there, and I know he's trying to do something here. I've heard rumors, but I'm not sure what it is. But I recall Lorena telling me that he's been a little bit of a pain.
It's true. He does seem to be poking his little fingers into many different pies and doing a bad job of it, as he usually does with his fingers. But that is interesting, but we don't have any other opinion on the man.
Not exactly. I don't know him too well.
Okay. And I know that you are a prime patron of La Náutica, but how could I get your character? How could I get you to perhaps invest a little more? We are
To the
trying
restaurant?
to. We are, from what a few innocent little birds have told me, and I will quickly kind of just mouth Silvio. We are going to be opening or attempting to open a second restaurant, and given that you are a prime patron of La Náutica, I thought that it would be best to ask you first, given how important you are to us.
I would be more than happy to help out. Absolutely. More of this good food? Yes, absolutely.
And I know that you have your table as it is your table, but it is unofficial. Perhaps at the new one, we could have a special table just for you. Only for you. Prime placement.
He kind of narrows his eyes and says, exactly do you mean by that, Carmen?
To have a table right exactly wherever on the floor that you would like. And it would be only for your use and the clients that you bring with. For your family, and people you bring are family for us.
He kind of crosses his arms and thinks about it for a second and then says, I think I would quite like that. I should probably talk to Lorena about it.
I shall let. Sorry, I think my internet kind of dropped there for a second.
Oh.
I didn't hear what you said.
Horatio says, I should probably talk to Lorena about it.
That would be most wise, Senor Horatio. Well, this has been a wonderful lunch, and thank you for the Caesar salad. And she's going to, give a small little head bow and stand up in that hole. She's doing the whole, flipping the hair when coming out of water when it's not even water and it's not even wet, but it still happens.
All right. Does Carmen leave to go perform?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. With that, I would say back in the kitchen as lunch rush gets more busy and more hectic. Cristobal, you had gotten a complaint from one of the tables about the food being too. I would say the pasta was overcooked. And you head on back to tell Federico this piece of critique.
See, Chris Ball kind of braces himself for this.
Federico, you are approached by Cristobal with a plate of the pasta you had sent out a couple minutes ago, and Cristobal tells you that the patrons think that the pasta might be overcooked.
Okay, I'll take a look at the pasta myself. Is it actually overcooked?
It's on the border. It's not. You personally, for you wouldn't really complain about it.
I'm gonna look at Cristobal. What do you mean it's overcooked? No, that's my Italian thing coming out. No. Oh no.
I don't think it's overcooked.
It's okay. That's all right. That's all right. Like I respect their opinion. No matter how crappy it may be. Okay. I'm. Did they ask for a refund? Did they need me to make it again? What's sort of the?
They wanted a new dish.
Oh, I'll remake it, but I'll undercook the sauce.
All right.
No, actually, no. Sorry, I'll make the thing slightly undercooked, but I'll put a piece of raw chicken on the side and send it.
Cristobal, I'm gonna say, Cristobal, you see this. Do you let this slide?
No.
Oh.
Are you? What are you gonna do then?
I have to make sure that the raw bit doesn't get out to them as sneakily as I can.
So you're not doing it in front of me. You're just gonna like go a bit ahead and then take off the raw chicken.
I'm gonna try and be sneaky about it, but yeah,
That's fair.
Even Cristobal knows you don't send raw chicken out because that's contamination risk.
I think Federico might be too exhausted to notice anyway. So yeah, he'll just go back to cooking, I suppose. But yeah. He will look at Cristobal and go, so let me know what you think of this food, and yeah, we'll go back to cooking.
First of all, you take the food out back to the patrons, and they seem to have no complaints with this dish. And so you go on to wait on your other tables. And the patron that had stopped you yesterday, you see them again today. And they kind of like, they make eye contact with you, and they give you like a knowing smile of like, and kind of like nod at you. And I would say, I would say,
I will.
mhm.
I will ask. Can I have caught that? Because I assume that Federico would also maybe like you. Let me know if this is okay.
Be
But
watching
Federico
from the
might
sidelines.
might look for the reaction from the customer. So after she like drops it, like after Cristobal drops it off, and then would Federico notice the
Mhm. I would
interaction
say,
between them?
you would.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, Federico would notice that. Cristobal, yeah, you notice this patron, kind of look at you, smile, and kind of nod at you knowingly.
I just kind of smile awkwardly and nod back.
All right.
And Federico would notice that too, that Cristobal just really awkward now.
All right.
Federico, you got back to the kitchen, and I'm gonna say Sebastian, like as soon as you're back at your station, Sebastian kind of like knocks you over the head and says, "Raw chicken, Federico, really? You're glad Mariano didn't see that."
Listen, they said they like their food uncooked, right? So might as well just send them raw chicken.
That is not what they said. The only uncooked anything that is going to be sent out is by me.
Oh, well, that actually makes sense. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, because sushi. Yeah, no, fair enough. Yep.
Oysters.
Oh, oysters makes sense. I'm just a bit tired. It'll not happen again. I'll try to make sure it doesn't happen again. It was a heat of the moment kind of thing. It's just I've been a bit on edge lately, and sorry about that.
Fernando, you hear Federico say that he's been a bit on edge lately. Which, I mean, from what you know of Federico, like what could possibly, you don't know like what could possibly put someone like Federico on edge?
I guess I would let's see. I would try to spot something would it be spot something out of place, or like just try to like see what's up with him?
Yeah, you can spot something out of place. Okay.
So,
or if you want to like be a little malicious, you can accuse Federico of lying.
Oh no, I don't So yeah, I guess I'm acting straightforwardly and without guile, but
Are you
not intimate with Federico, and
I don't think not free of distraction.
Yeah, I'm not free of distraction. So
I don't think we're emotionally. I don't think like we're like romantically intimate. But I suppose like would you say that we've developed a kind of intimate friendship over the like past few days? I mean, you covered for me like when I went to the place and stuff. Like that could be. But yeah.
If you want to, sure. I mean, it's up to DM. I would say we would be a little closer, but
yeah, absolutely, go for it.
All right, so +2.
Oh wait, I just helped you against me. Oh.
No. Hold on, let me go on the table. All right, so I rolled a 9 + 2 is 11.
Jesus.
You can ask 2 questions to Federico.
Right.
Why?
All right. So, first off, what are you planning?
No, I've literally just been exhausted. I'm not exactly planning anything at the moment. Like that the thought processes were like kind of just he has, I'd say like for the purposes of the role, maybe like he just let me know if this like he seems to be doing a lot more than he actually needs to be doing. Like I suppose that would be because like his duties
keeping busy.
Yeah, exactly. Like his duties as a pastor chef, he's been doing that too without like like without like slacking off on that. And also he's been doing his like gangster duties. So like that's all of that together is kind of a bit overwhelming. So he seems a bit like exhausted at that. Then if you had heard about the argument between him and Maria, like that sort of like pushed him over the edge because he didn't expect a sudden question about like someone calling bullshit on what he said, like like that kind of like threw him off. And the
Yeah.
fact that he dropped his facade in front of someone, like that's also getting to him like personally, like yeah, like so that like I suppose that would be kind of, I know it's not like what are you planning, but it's like that's kind of his thought processes right now.
Okay, yeah. All right, I guess maybe a bit of a throwing the question away a little. How do you feel about the upcoming La Nautica Bake Off? How do you feel about the cooking competition?
Honestly, like he was looking forward to it before. Like he was like kind of excited for it because he wanted to try out a new recipe. But then he seems a bit less interested now about the bake off, so to speak, because like so like in the previous episode he had a talk with Alicia and how she might have some stuff going on in her life. And so he's kind of like thinking about that. And then like there's all these multiple streams, and it just seems like the bake off is like it's the bake off. Who cares? It's like it's not like it's not like the Great British Baking Show where you get like a cash prize at the end or anything. But yeah, like that's kind of what he's thinking about the bake off. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Do they give cash prizes for the
There's no cash prize for the La Nautica cook-off, at least.
That's fair.
Um,
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
it's just a matter of pride. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna say lunch kind of goes without any hitches. Carmen wraps up her performance, and I'm gonna say we take our break a little earlier here, so we can dive into chaos completely in a bit. So we'll take our break here. We'll have a 15-minute break, and then we'll be back for some story time from Mrs. Salazar as to what happened the previous night, as well as the cook-off proper. But yeah, we'll see
Sounds
you
good.
everyone in 15 minutes. Hello everyone. Welcome back. I am prepared for the cook-off, clearly. But before that, we're gonna do a little flashback to the night before, after Trinidad was arrested and dinner, and the dinner service happened. Throughout the dinner service, Mrs. Salazar, the owner of our wonderful restaurant La Nautica, I had a couple drinks, and we had left on a note of Camila knocking on Mateo Ibarra's door late at night. Camila, you had knocked on Mateo Ibarra's door. And you hear like shuffling, and like you see a light turn on inside, and then the door opens and you see Mateo, like his hair a little disheveled and in his like pajamas, and he is kind of taken aback when he opens the door, and he's like, Camila, what are you doing here so late at night?
I would not have taken you for a person that sleeps this early, but that's fine. And just for like, so it's said, Kamiya has basically like her car is parked like a little bit further away from here, and the two bodyguards that she now has are also at the car, so they're not with her right now.
They're what? Sorry.
They are going to be like standing with the car, so like further away.
Okay.
Not with
Okay.
her,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Mateo kind of like looks inside at like the clock hanging on his wall, and he's like, I mean, if this is what you consider early, I wonder what late is for you. Did you want to come inside?
Yes, please. And she's going to walk past him.
Okay, yeah, you walk inside, and his house is you didn't expect Mateo to be someone who's very neat, but everything seems to be in its place, very organized, and you enter the living room, plop down on like the sofa or the recliner or whatever, and he kind of, sits across from you and again, like, asks, did something happen?
Did something happen? You tell me. My office was broken into. And I don't like that. I did not like that at all. Did you have anything to do with it?
I haven't been anywhere near Náutica today.
So I've heard. You meeting somebody, I heard as well.
Yes,
Planning an
I had to.
expansion?
I'm just in the market looking for new buildings.
Hmm.
Always good to have property.
The thing is, I'm out of idea, right? Things are happening at Náutica, and I have no idea who's doing that. And honestly, you're kind of the only thorn I've had in my side for a while, and I've tolerated that. And I'm sure there is a certain amount of enjoyment we both get from this cat and mouse thing that we do. But this is too far if it is you that have done it. It's a little too far.
You see him smile when you say that the two of you have had this like cat and mouse thing going on, and he says, well, you would know then. I wouldn't want to wish any malice upon upon someone I respect enough to have this sort of cat and mouse situation, as you so put it. I wouldn't really jeopardize that. And he kind of like leans forward a bit and says, is like, yeah, you know I respect you as a business person. What you've done with Náutica is impressive, and I'm just there to experience it just like anyone else.
You can see that she's fuming, right? She has been fuming for a while. And her, like, salt and pepper hair are definitely disheveled. And she's definitely slightly tipsy. For more pressure on the tipsy part. You see, like, her gaze softens a little. That is why I'm here. That is why your knees are with you. I don't think that you've done it, but I have you going into my office before. I have you on camera. I used to.
When you mention like knowing that he went into your office on camera, he kind of like leans back and looks a little sheepish and kind of like just scratches the back of his head before saying, I was hoping I wouldn't be caught, but I wanted to do something nice. And so I returned what I found. That's all I did.
And where did you find this thing?
I found it on a table. I don't recall which one. It seemed odd that there was a folder out in the open. So I'm sorry. I took a peek and realized what they were, and I had to return them.
Now the question is, do I believe him? Is there a mechanic that lets me?
You can, in your,
Is there
I
an
will say,
insight?
in your tipsy and furious, fuming state, you can accuse him of lying.
But I do believe him. Is the thing. That's the
Okay,
that's the problem.
are you trying to, like, avoid the conversation or situation?
Kind of. I don't want it to be here because again, this is a lot of time of like some sort of a relationship, and she doesn't want it to be like her intuition to have been wrong. So kind of, I would say. Does that
Okay,
matter?
you can, in that case, you can, like, you can act with desperation just to see what happens.
I'm fine with it. I'm definitely desperate. Uh,
Are you,
what is
whatever you're doing, are you doing this for love?
how broad are we talking about the category?
That's up to you.
I would say kind of. A love for the normalcy that she has created in her life, as well as like a certain amount of fondness of
Mhm,
Mateo.
mhm. Are you doing this for vengeance?
Definitely. If it is him, she's going to kill him.
Okay, you can roll it too. What's your playbook question is,
Are my
hold
hands clean, I think.
on.
I think it
Yes.
is that.
Are you keeping your hands clean? I would say so.
So
You can
far.
roll a 2d6 plus 3.
2d6 plus 3.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. That's going to be a 6 total. Crap.
Well, Camila's taking a condition, just like we predicted. What condition do you want to take? You have cautious, chiding, righteous, and ruminative.
I would say she's being very righteous about it because she knows what she could have been, and she has been actively trying to avoid a lot of her like natural tendencies. So if somebody's still fucking with her, I believe she has the right to be righteous at this point.
Okay, I want you to make another move, which is demand what you deserve, which makes the most sense, and you get a +1 because of your condition. But in this, when you're trying to, I would say you're trying to get out of Mateo, like what exactly, like what is he thinking, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Are you offering anything of value in return for him to tell you?
I haven't offered it, but
Will you be offering?
I think yes, in a sense.
Okay.
I would be offering less active manipulation with his shit.
Okay, fine.
And
And
I'll let you be for a bit.
And you're keeping your hands clean again, and you have a +1. You can roll a 2d6 plus 4.
You all know how that went last time. 15!
Holy shit, okay. Alright. Ooh, okay. There are options in Demand What You Deserve. You can choose to remove one of the options, and I get to choose from one of the remaining two. Which option would you like to take away for Mateo?
Can I have the thing? I need to find it.
Oh, it's in resources.
Resource tab. Yes. Demand what you deserve.
Out of those three, you can remove an option, and Mateo will have to take one of the remaining two options.
Okay. I would say I'm going to remove they refuse and escalate.
Okay.
You want me to act
Okay.
it out so you have a base?
Yes, please. I was just gonna ask.
With her softened glance, she goes, you definitely know what I began with. You know what it was, La Náutica, when I got it. I built it up. It's more of a home than my actual place. Every single person there, I've put them there like a child. I didn't get to play with dollhouses. This is what I have built up, and somebody is trying to knock it all down, and I will not have it. I will not have it. So you either help me out, or this city is going to have a lot of things happening real soon.
Are you still seated?
Yes, but she's definitely at the edge of the seat.
Okay. Mateo also is going to lean forward and, like, hesitantly reach out a hand and put it on yours and say, I know what you've done for La Náutica. Why you think I have anything to do with trying to take it down is beyond me. Who told you that I was trying to ruin your plans?
I don't know. I don't believe it myself. Part of me wants to accuse you because you're an easy accusation. Let's not be coy about that. But part of me, I need help. I need somebody who is not me to tell me what the hell is going on.
He's going to get up from where he's sitting and sit next to you and hold on. I need to roll some dice. Where are they?
Sorry.
Okay. He's gonna get up from where he's sitting and sit next to you, Camilla, and leans closer and says, Camilla, I'm more than happy to help you. All you have to do is ask. I'm sorry I let you believe that I was some sort of boogeyman for La Náutica. Yeah, I love you. I thought maybe you would have gotten that by now.
She has the most confused expression on her face. She was less confused by the break-in.
He's going to he's gonna lean back a little and says, you didn't think that I liked you. You
Well-
thought that me coming into your restaurant nearly every day just to bicker with you was because I hated you.
No, more of a well, I was mostly doing it for entertainment. It's right. But she's very speechless once again. um
Okay. You know what? I'm going to have him roll to properly express his love. Where's the move? Where are you? He's not dressed to impress. I'm pretty sure he believes that you're
He's in
single.
his pajamas.
He's
I
in
am
his
single.
pajamas. Unless Camilla finds that hot.
I don't think so. I think
Okay.
he's definitely a full suit person.
Okay, okay.
She grew up with the mafia. She's not
That's-
going to be impressed by pajamas.
That's fair, that's fair. Okay. That's a hit, but not a 10 plus. So you can either so Camilla can either give themselves to Mateo or reveal a secret that they probably shouldn't. That's up to you.
Reveal a secret. Well, I wish you would have said that sooner. Before I plan to. Well, okay. So my brother is coming into town, and he might think you might have something to do with this. So I would not.
Why would your brother?
Do you know who my brother is?
No. I thought
What
you
other
didn't have any
Salazar do you know?
siblings. I thought okay, this is GM speaking. I thought Dante doesn't use Salazar.
Yes.
No. You use Salazar and Dante uses Espinoza.
Espinoza, right.
Mhm.
Okay, retcon. Well, so you seem to have an affinity for people of my lineage. You just made a deal with him. I'm pretty sure you got acquainted very nicely.
Dante is your brother.
Yes. We call him Didi. Yes.
I must admit, I don't see the family resemblance.
Yeah, well, I got the better part of the genes. He got the ruthlessness, which is a problem for you. She's absolutely lying about the ruthlessness.
What did you tell him?
So, yes, Dante's coming, and he thinks you might have something to do with that. So, he has interrogation methods that you might not find preferable.
Surely you can talk to him and rectify that.
I'm going to try, but the thing about him is once he gets involved, it's rather hard to uninvolve. So I'll talk to him. I'll try my best, but we need to do something about the situation. Do you have anything that could help me out?
I don't know. I can tell you I didn't break into your office. I can tell you that I tried to give back what was stolen from your office. I don't know who might be behind it. I mean, in the beginning, yes, I was trying to scope out the place and, see if I can bring it down. But I grew to appreciate and respect the hustle, your hustle. And I know it's not believable. That's again up to you. You know how I feel now. And I
Yes,
can go into
about
hiding,
that.
I guess, for a bit regarding your brother, but I'll see what I can do. I'll try to gather information while laying low, I guess.
So about the confession that you just made, let's pause it. I'm not saying anything, but until this is done with, let's pause the conversation.
When have we ever paused a conversation, Camilla?
We must learn to do it sometime, I believe. I don't know what to say. At least you found me at an interesting place. I'm usually more composed. As you...
I found you. You came knocking at my door.
That's not the point.
He chuckles.
I'm going to go home and think about this. Because I think as adults, we must think about the decisions that we make. And she's going to get up.
Alright. Yeah. Mateo sees you out the door, and kind of calls out when you're like by like the gate, like going back to the car. Take care of yourself.
I will try my best. You as well.
Yeah, you see him close his door and like you see the lights go out as you return to your car.
She just spends us less than a moment just thinking about something as she sits in the car before she shakes her head and puts her foot on the pedal.
She's driving?
Yeah.
No, she's not. The bodyguards are driving.
Okay, fine. I thought it was more in character. But yes, okay.
Alright.
And she's going to sleep on the hangover in the morning.
I think with that we can like cut back to... We cut back to Náutica. And lunch is just wrapping up, and as tables are being cleared and being wiped down, and parts of dirty dishes are being handed over to a very uncharacteristically non-grumbling Ariadne. Camilla, you finally stroll into Náutica while everything's being cleared up, and you usually see Leo at the door, and you kind of expect to see him for a second before remembering that you fired him.
I did? What?
Yeah. Last session, Camilla fired Leo.
What?
I did?
Did you not? After the second office break-in, did you not like yell at Leo and fire him?
No, I told Leo to sit inside instead of outside because the real shit was happening inside.
Okay, in that case, I mean, you would still not see Leo at the front anymore.
He's stationed somewhere around like the bar area.
Yeah.
It's somewhere which can oversee as much of the area as possible.
Yeah, damn, I was gonna swear vengeance against Camilla for a second because that's my thought.
No, Leo's just inside. Okay. That's on me. But yeah, you stroll in, Camilla, and like this is like you come in and lunch is wrapping up. You see Cristobal kind of clearing some of the tables. Yeah. Fuck. Hold on. Cristobal,
is the
you
lunch
see.
rush over?
Yeah, lunch rush is over. Cristobal, you see Mr. Salazar come in very, very late, and you know Mrs. Salazar to not to be late.
Is everything all right, ma'am?
Yes. Everything is fine. I just had a little bit too much to drink last night. What happened to the fountain outside?
I have no idea. It was like that when I arrived.
And
Okay.
you I mean, you had seen the scratching on this thing, on the fountain. But so like you know, what was it? What was the thing that Carmen etched?
Something about knowing what you did.
Yeah,
Oh, so yeah, it's I know what you did, and then it's signed with an MA. So that's what you see, Camilla, when if you had looked at the fountain a little closer.
I'm just going to shrug it off at this point. Too much shit is happening, and she is preoccupied. So today is the cook-off day, right? She would know that.
Yes, she would.
Right.
She would remember at some point.
Yeah. So how are the preparations going along?
I think they're going pretty well. The kitchen staff would know more.
Would you like to be on the tasting team?
I was actually hoping to compete, if that's all right.
Of course, go ahead. I didn't know that you were going to do that. Have you talked to Mariano about it? Is he good with it?
Mariano was open to anyone joining the competition.
Well, I do need. Do you have any recommendations for the panel? Because I don't want to eat that much food alone, and I am not going to spit it out. That is.
Immediately, Alma pops up and is like, "I wouldn't mind trying. I would love to judge. The food. I mean, it's always amazing. So, if that's okay, Mrs. Salazar."
So, do I know who that is?
It's one of the waitstaff.
Otherwise. Right. Yes, of course. If whoever is not participating is welcome to join for the third seat as well. Because I believe Mariano would never miss a competition. Even though I have asked him to step off many times.
Yeah, that sounds like Mariano.
Yes. I'm pretty sure he was up a good amount of time last night thinking of this. Never gets old for him.
Silvio, you see Mrs. Salazar has finally come in after lunch rush, after you had to deal with, irate patrons, some drama with a cable going missing during Carmen's and Cruz's performance. You finally see your savior walk through the door and talking to Cristobal.
Immediate reaction is, oh, thank God. Just like all the stress just leaves his body immediately. But then he looks over at her, and Cristobal talking, straightens his suit, and waits for the conversation to end before walking over. And, oh, hello, Mrs. Salazar, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing okay. Things went well. I somehow managed to pull off a decent lunch service. Yeah. Didn't want to disturb. I wasn't sure if you were unwell or whatever, but yeah, your boy stepped up, and we only had 2 complaints, so I feel like that's a win in my book. Yeah.
It sure is. So I have to reward somebody who does good work. Would you like to be the third person on the tasting team?
Oh, I as much as cool as that would be, might be a little biased because I am considering cooking as well. So
I see. I did not know we had these many interested chefs. But yes, all right. I will be cooking as well. That is good. Do you have any recommendations?
I guess we could ask Cruz if he's not cooking, or maybe Ariadne if she's.
Antonio?
Antonio would be an interesting one. I don't think Cruz. I think Carmen might have her claws too deep into Cruz. Definitely wouldn't be at the time.
When Antonio's mentioned, he kind of like pipes up from where he is at the bar and he's like, "Not me, senora. I have a little bit of a date for my lunch break, if you don't mind."
See? Sorry, there is a little bit of background noise. Okay. I might actually have a person. Just give me a moment, and she's going to text Dante. How soon is he going to be here?
Oh no!
I think he wouldn't be here to judge the cook-off. He'd be here post cook-off.
Post cook-off. Does she want to do this?
You can go to the kitchen to see if anyone else is available, like Ariadne or Bella and Remy, Leo. Even maybe you can always ask them, but you know who they are.
I'll also check.
Wait, no, you don't.
I don't.
You don't know. You don't know.
Yeah, I'll also check if Matteo has texted or called since last night.
You do see a message from Matteo, and it says, "I hope you reached home safely, and that you're feeling better this morning than you were last night."
Alright. She's going to consider calling him as a third seat. Could be. No, I don't. I'm not sure. I think there might be a small riot. If I do that. So she's going to reach out in the. Okay, she's going to just drop a message. How soon can you be at La Náutica?
You see your message being read and then no response. Where does Camila head to after sending this out?
The kitchen. She's going to look for somebody else to judge. Oh, Horatio.
Right. Horatio is gone.
Yeah,
Horatio has gone. Has left. Yes. In the kitchen, you see everyone kind of taking their own little lunch breaks and like last minute preparations before the cook-off happens. You find Maria, Federico, and Sebastian, Julieta, and Mariana all there.
Can I find somebody who is not cooking?
I mean, everyone's kind of making their own food right now in terms of for lunch break. So you can still go up and talk to them. Cook-off hasn't begun yet.
That is true. I think I'll approach... what?
Also, Ariadne, Bella, Remy, and Leo are not participating in the cook-off whatsoever. So yeah.
Got it.
Salazar is first. Yeah, she's going to first approach Maria because as much as she knows about Maria, she is assuming Maria is going to be really stressed about this.
What do you say? How do you
Just
approach
walk up.
Maria?
She's just going to kind of like stand behind her and look at what she's doing until Maria turns to see her. She's going to stand there like a supervisor.
Maria is not looking away from her work. She is like delicately piping filling into a tart crust.
Okay, she's going to wait there for like 30 seconds before going. Hello, Maria.
Hi, sorry. How long were you standing there?
Not that long.
Okay, good.
How are the preparations coming along?
Good. Good. Did you need something? Is there something I can help you with?
I just wanted to look around. I've seen a couple of the chef shows, and they always go around talking to the contestants. I thought, why not?
Yeah, just about ready to put this in the oven, but yeah, it's going good.
All right. Do you
Maria
have
has
any? What? Sorry.
Maria has like an almost finished tart and a very tall croquembouche and about 3 other bowls of projects she started and then didn't stay with.
So yeah, Mrs. Camilla, you see all of this happening at Maria's station.
It seems I should have given you more creative reign to work with in your station before. But this looks pretty good. I just had a question. Do you have any recommendations for somebody to judge with me? Because I don't want to judge alone. Right? That could get I don't want to be accused of bias.
I mean, maybe you could call Horatio, but I don't.
I would say.
Or I mean, I think Ariadne would appreciate the break.
Fair enough. Although I won't comment on your and Ariadne's relationship after you're done with this. Just yes, buy her a drink after this. And she's going to step away.
Okay. Do you approach Ariadne?
Yes.
Yeah, you if you approach Ariadne, you see that she's you see that she is like rinsing all the dishes, like the gloves are like up to her elbows. She's like happily just like washing it off and humming while she's doing her work. And she notices you as you come near, and she's like, "Ah, Mrs. Salazar, what can I do for you?"
How would you like to be the third judge in the contest that we are having right now?
I don't think I have a good enough palate to judge, and besides, I have a lot of work to do, and I must finish it. Always good to finish jobs. And she says that, and something feels wrong about that statement, but you can't put your finger on what it is.
Can I subtly wink at Ariadne?
Yeah. You see her smile as she turns back to the dishes and just hums and like washing the dishes and putting them into like the industrial dishwasher.
Mm-hmm.
For one day, you don't hear grumbles about wrinkled fingers.
Fair enough.
Do you have any recommendations before I go?
Why not ask Mariano?
Mariano is cooking, and he could do both. But then I'm not sure how he feels about the credibility of the contest if he also judges. I'll give him a shout. Well, all the best.
No harm
with the
in asking.
Fair enough. All right.
Thank you, Mrs. Salazar. I'll do my best to make them clean as a whistle.
Thank you very much. The kitchen appreciates you. I think he's going to go over to Mariano, although she's going to be very careful about it. He does not like his focus disrupted.
He's currently like sitting near his station, eating whatever food he prepared for lunch.
Mariano?
Yes, Kamiya. What is it?
Are you good? How's the preparation for the contest going?
I was going to, since you're here, hold on. Where were you this morning?
I might have had a little bit too much to drink after yesterday's fiasco. But I promise I was in my own bed and very safe.
I wasn't going to ask about which bed you were in, but okay. I was going to tell you that I'm not participating in the cook-off.
Why? That's a first.
Yeah, I mean, you've been hounding me not to participate for some time now and, judge for a change, and I thought, after what happened yesterday, I think I'm a little too tired. My brain is overcooked. Like my risotto. He kind of looks down at his little plate.
I can't say I don't understand.
I said I want to judge the food.
Yes. I was saying that in character.
Oh!
I do understand. You mean, fair enough. It would be very, very nice to have somebody who actually understands food to be next to me this time. I mostly just copy the comments made by Gordon Ramsay without the screaming and the yelling. But are you sure you don't need a break? I wouldn't be opposed to that. Plus, you have a good amount of leaves that are pending.
I think I will be fine for now. And he kind of wraps up what he was doing and essentially starts to follow you. If you're heading out of the kitchen.
She will be. I think she's going to look at the setup, and she's going to just kind of sit and wait for a bit. Maybe very carefully drink another very, very diluted.
Okay. Two things are going to happen now. Firstly, Federico, you get a text message on your phone. You feel your phone vibrate, and if you feel so inclined to check it, you see a text from Alicia. And the text says, "Are we still on for today?"
Without a second of hesitation, the second he hears, the second he sees it, clicks on it, yes, absolutely. What time and where, I suppose?
I thought you said lunch.
No, it was
I'm outside.
dinner.
Oh.
You're outside?
Yes, I might have gotten the times mixed up. I'm sorry. I can come back.
Texting again. So we actually have a cook-off going on right now. I'll actually, fuck. Is anyone listening in on this?
You're texting, so no one can listen to you.
That's fair. That is fair. Okay, so no one can listen to me texting. I'm gonna text my aunt and Like they can't read my fingers. That's fine. So okay, so I'll text my aunt and be like, Alicia is here. If I heard her conversation with Ariadne, I'd be like, Alicia is here if you're looking for a third person to judge, like the food.
Okay. You send that text. That's fine. You don't get a response.
I don't. Oh, okay.
I will tell you why you don't get a response in just a minute.
Okay, no worries. I will then invite Alicia anyway. So yeah, if you want some great food, like we do have a cook-off going on, and yeah, like that should be like a good like appetizer, I suppose, before you go for dinner.
You see like the bubbles appear and then disappear, like for like a good 30 seconds, and it ends up saying, I don't think I'd want to impede on anything. I'll come back in the evening. It's fine. I can make myself busy.
She's texting from outside.
Yeah.
I'll go outside. I'll try. I'll be like, no, it's really fine. I would be glad if you were here. I would like some company, and I'm making
Do you tell her to wait out as you go out, or are you just texting her as you go out?
I'd be like, wait, I'm just coming out, and then go out, and then yeah.
Yeah, you see her kind of parked out front, still in her truck, and she kind of like waves you over, and she as you come to her, she gets out, and she immediately starts with, it's really no big deal. I have things to do anyway. I'll be fine.
Alicia, I would like to have you here. Would you do me the honor of accompanying me through this cook-off? It would be, I'd be happy to have you here, and it's
like cook with you.
You could. I don't see why not.
I was just I misinterpreted what you said. I don't mind staying for the cook-off.
Oh, okay, yeah. That sounds good. Please follow me, and I'll lead her into the kitchen.
While this was happening, okay, you didn't miss anything. You come back just as I wanted you to. While Federico was texting, Alicia, back on the main floor, as you, Camilla, and Mariano come out of the kitchen, you see you hear the doors open, and you see Mateo walk in, and he's fully suited up, in proper dress attire, a nice black dress pants with a black dress shirt, a nice silky satiny black tie. What did I say? Did I say Mateo? I did say Mateo. Okay.
You did say Mateo, yeah.
Okay, great. And a nice black blazer, and he kind of closes the distance from where the entrance is, and he says, you needed something. Camilla?
I was not on. Sorry. Yes, we did in fact require somebody to taste with us. We are holding a cook-off with as many open La Náutica cook-off, and I thought, why not have another restaurant here participate as a judge, and also rebuild some of the mistrust that we have garnered.
Under his breath, but you still hear it, Mariano's like, there are better restaurateurs if you want to invite someone.
Right. Let's sit and Well, you've met Mariano, and you've met Mateo. And our
Mateo's
eyes
gonna.
are saying behave. Just for a second, please. I have an explanation.
Mateo reaches his hand out to shake Mariano's hand, and Mariano for a second doesn't seem like he's gonna shake it before like clocking your gaze, and is like, then finally like reaches out his hand and is like shakes it, and then Mariano turns to you and says, "I'll let them know that the cook-off has started," and he kind of like looks at Cristobal as well, and he's like, "Cristobal, it's starting soon. I should probably get you set up inside."
Right. And Cristobal will head for the kitchen.
Mariano like leads you to the kitchen and inside to everyone who has gathered to participate in the cook-off. So that would be Carmen. Is Silvio Silvio is participating? Yes. Carmen, Silvio, Federico, Cristobal, and Maria. Yes? I think that's all I have.
I think so, yeah.
Alright. Mariano, kind of like corrals all of you and says, "Okay, well, you guys have an hour and a half to, I guess, knock our socks off would not be the right... Knock our tongues off? I don't know. Good luck." And he's gonna go back out.
Did Mateo also come in to the kitchen or no?
Mateo's not in the kitchen. Mateo, so all of y'all are seated. Hold on. How can I make this max awkward?
Cristobal just like looks over his shoulder every now and then.
Camilla is seated next to Mateo and Mariano on either side. Next to Silvio, you're sat next to... Oh, sorry, not Silvio. No, there's just four of them. Okay, and I would say Alma is sat next to Mariano as well. These four. We got four judges on the panel. All right, so cook-off begins. I'm gonna have everyone roll. I'm just gonna have you guys roll with your playbook questions, I suppose. So that would start with let's have the playbooks. Okay, Maria, why don't you roll to see how well it goes for you?
Okay.
Are you in over your head? Absolutely, always, and forever.
Always and forever. All right, 2d6 plus 1 is... Okay, not my usual, but 8.
Okay.
4 plus 3 plus 1 is 8.
I'm just gonna mark that. Okay. Cristobal, are you taking advantage of your twin's reputation? I don't think so.
No, absolutely not.
All right. That'd just be a flat 2d6 then.
That is an 8.
Ooh, another 8. Okay. Federico, just to clarify, you're cooking by yourself or is Alicia helping?
Just like as a normal ethics thing, can Alicia actually help? Or
I would say for the cook-off, Alicia won't be able to help.
Yeah, exactly. So
Okay.
that's fine. I'll be cooking by myself. Yeah. Alicia.
Okay.
I would ask Alicia to watch me. So it's like, and I'd grab a pan, from the oven below, but I do a small shimmy as I get it. So it's like that kind of stuff. But yeah, no direct helping.
All right. Are you taking control of the situation you're in?
I'd say yeah.
Okay, you can roll the 2d6 plus 1.
So that's a 6. It's a big 6. But it's a 6.
All right, Silvio. Silvio, your playbook is the twin. Yes. Are you taking advantage of your twin's reputation, Silvio, in terms of cooking?
No, Eladio can't cook for shit, so. Watch me roll a 4.
Roasted.
Now.
Dude, here's the thing. Eladio's taking so many L's, but if Eladio were like in the game, okay. You roll a flat 2d6, Silvio.
That's a 10. Let's go!
Oh, damn. Okay. Carmen is here. Carmen is definitely here. Would Carmen be at the center of attention? I don't think so. Would she?
I mean, when is Carmen not the center of attention, right?
Facts.
I would say
yeah.
definitely with Matteo present, definitely.
Ooh.
Somehow. Some way.
The most passive aggressive audience answer. Definitely. But yeah, no, I'd say that, yeah, for sure. Carmen would be the center of attention, sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna roll for Sebastian and Julieta as well.
Oh, can I roll for Carmen? I just want to make Adi mad.
Yeah, go for it. It won't count. I'm telling you now, it's not gonna count.
Oh.
But he doesn't need to know that till he drops back, so.
This is fair.
That's hilarious. It's genuinely hilarious. That's the worst. For chat, they rolled a 3 unofficially.
36 plus 1 and I rolled a 3. Jesus Christ.
2d6 plus 1 rolled 1 plus a 1. Oof.
Oh shit, alright.
Oof. Okay, I don't think
Your dice are cursed.
It's not even his dice, it's the bot.
Listen, I would agree with that, but last night I rolled a clutch.
I think Kronos did something to Avray that Avray hasn't forgiven him yet.
No, it's not Avery, it's me. It's yeah. Ugh. Jesus Christ.
Alright. I rolled for Carmen and I got a 10. That's good.
So we take the average, right? 10 and then 3, so that's a 7.
Okay. No. I'm not going to do that. I'm not doing that to Carmen. Poor Carmen. Oh, that's a plus 1 too. It's 11. All right. Federico, how do you absolutely demolish your station?
All right. So, I'm breaking my station here. That's the. Oh my god. Okay. Cool. So, As
Or what happens at your station that goes terribly
Okay.
wrong for you?
So, as I mentioned before, Federico did the small shimmy when he tried to grab the oven, when he tried to grab the oven plate. Thing is, he forgot to wear his gloves when he took the thing out. So, hot plate, in his hands, he yells. Plate goes flying. The cannoli that was cooking on top of it flies everywhere, and Alicia stares in in amusement as all of this happens. I suppose he also had a couple of sauces going on the side, and while he was distracted and running his hands under the water for like because they're fucking burnt, he forgot to check on the sauces, and now they're starting to burn as well. So yeah, shit.
Meanwhile, over at Sebastian's station, because of the commotion from your station, Federico, he kind of like takes his eyes off of his station for a second and immediately regrets it as his whole pan catches on fire. And whatever dish he was trying to prepare immediately is cremated.
It's cremated.
Cremated.
Uh-oh.
All right. Maria, how's your dish going?
So Maria has completely abandoned the other two desserts that she was preparing all day long. And now she is working on an opera cake, which is a very technically challenging dessert to make. So she's working diligently. She's certainly not at the front of the pack, but she's working very hard to keep her stress under control, I think. There's a lot of like deep breathing going on.
And the opera cake still, like, I would say the way the layers come around, they come very beautifully. In terms of presentation, it looks fantabulous. Cristobal, how are your enchiladas coming along?
It took him a little bit to get going because he couldn't decide between proteins, but he finally settled on chicken. And now everything is, the sauce is simmering away nicely. And he's making sure the chicken is completely cooked through. And the rice he got the rice going right away or not the rice, the potatoes going right away because those will take a bit to cook before he can assemble everything. But he's working at a good pace. And he's even humming as he cooks. So
nice. So Cristobal's having a nice time here in the kitchen. All right. What is Silvio making?
Okay, so Silvio, when the timers or whatever starts, immediately, as is tradition, freaks out for a second. Like, oh shit, fuck, oh no. Looks over at the others who are very professionally concentrating on their thing, and pulls out earphones, plugs them into his phone, and just breathes for 5 minutes as he listens to some latest whatever romantic shit he's listening to, and lets it center him for a second. Walks over to the back where all the groceries that he brought are still sitting. Grabs both of them and lugs them over to the station that has been emptied for him. And you see him pull out this giant ass chicken, a whole chicken. Right? It's completely like a full big chicken that meticulously he starts carving into, like absolutely perfectly deboning it, removing all the wings, all the legs, all the pieces of chicken. I don't remember all of them. But after he's done with that, moves over to start preparing like a really, really nice, roasts some cashews, adds some heavy cream, mixes it up, continues like all the vibes, and slowly starts humming to himself as he starts vibing to the music, looking around, making eye contact with Federico and winking at him, and then trying not to laugh as he burns his hand, and just trying to vibe as much as he can while enjoying the process. He's making butter chicken. That's what he's doing. That's the long-winded answer. I just wanted to be a little bit more dramatic.
Yum.
Yeah.
Love it. Julieta, meanwhile, is making something that's making the kitchen smell insanely good. Just like it's everyone, I would say, feels like they're being hugged by whatever Julieta is cooking or baking. Carmen, following Maria's notes, Carmen's flan is coming together quite nicely. Whatever tips and tricks Maria has given her, she has implemented, and the outcome is turning out very pleasing. I would say at the end, yes. I would say at the end of an hour, at the end of the 90 minutes, all your dishes are prepared and presented to the judges. The judges being Alma, Mariana, Camilla, and Mateo. Is Sangeet still here?
Yes. Sorry, I was on the tab. I was listening though.
Okay.
Yes.
You are presented. You know what? I'm just gonna have everyone present their dishes however they would like. Let's start with let's start with Silvio.
Oh, okay. So Silvio plates up his butter chicken really nicely along with a side of rice, and he's also attempted to make some butter naan as a side thing, because butter chicken on its own is probably not the most appetizing, although it is delicious, but like on its own it's not great. It's like supposed to be served with other things. So he's made like a little bit of steamed rice, a couple of one naan each for each judge, and also a little bit of green sauce, because of course, and make sure it's all plated really well, brings it out, and it's like presenting butter chicken recipe straight from my and he looks at the judges. I'm playing it as he doesn't know who the judges are right now, and he walks out, looks at the judges. Recipe made straight from my motherfucker. As he makes eye contact with Mateo.
Ow!
And almost drops his dish.
Mateo. Mateo kind of like. Mateo is just like, I was invited by Mrs. Salazar.
She's going to give Silvio a look of, I have an explanation probably.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
your dish.
Yes, butter chicken with steamed rice and naan, and yeah, enjoy. And it is not boneless, So, and he turns to look at Mateo. Don't choke on it.
I wasn't planning on it, but thank you for the warning.
And he's gonna probably
What
stand
have I
in.
done?
Right, yeah. So, do I like stand here and watch them eat, or like do I go back?
You would go back. They would take time to deliberate.
Okay, going back, taking off my coat, tossing it to the side. Motherfucker, son of a bitch! Why is Mateo here? Why? What the fuck kind of absolute fucking bullshit threw me off my entire fucking game? That absolute piece of shit moron. God damn it! And I fuck.
Everyone in the kitchen hears this. Everyone in the kitchen hears Sylvia go off. And I think the next person out to present their dish would be Cristobal. So Cristobal, you kind of like slowly pass out of the kitchen as Sylvia has come back cursing Mateo out.
I should have probably warned everybody, shouldn't I? Because I saw Mateo come in.
It's
But I
okay.
just kind
How
of
do you present your
take a
dish?
deep breath, square my shoulders, carefully plated up the enchiladas with the sauce and some crema, and serve with extra sauce and crema in case anybody wants so they have the option. But he'll bring his dish out, enchiladas de papas fritas, and I adapted a recipe that I learned back at home for when I was in college to make him go farther. So enjoy.
Yeah, all the panel kind of nods at you, smiles, and you return to the kitchen. Federico, do you have a dish to present?
Oh, I can't salvage this.
No.
Hmm?
I don't believe I do. I leave.
What do you go tell the judge panel?
Me? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry, no. I'd say that Federico goes in front of the judges and apologizes for not being able to present a dish, and instead presents his burnt hands, which are bandaged. Um, he goes, I apologize. I really, I look forward to serving you guys something good to eat, but it went to shit.
She almost has an urge to kind of be like, oh, my little boy. But she kind of like manages that urge, considering who else is here.
And then my eyes go over to Mateo, and wait, what?
Yes, this is our
What?
guest judge. I'm pretty sure you are quite well acquainted.
Yeah, Mateo again like waves.
This is our pasta
I-
chef, Federico Fettucci.
I awkwardly wave back with my bandaged hand. I awkwardly wave back. And, yeah, I'm extremely confused. I'm gonna walk back to the kitchen because I don't know what's happening there. But yeah, that's me.
I need Adi here.
I'm gonna say.
I'd say that's
Yeah, I'd say after Federico.
I'd say that's.
Mhm.
I'd say that's sufficiently embarrassing for. I'd say that's sufficiently embarrassing for less than a 7.
Yeah, after you, Julieta goes and presents her dish, and after which Sebastian also comes out expressing regrets over not being able to serve a dish due to kitchen mishaps. And let's go for Maria. Maria, you go up after Sebastian.
Maria is like so anxious and ready to go. She doesn't even push the door open with her own body. She just scoots right past Sebastian coming back in. And the second she sees Mateo, she stops like in the doorway, and the door like swings back and hits her in the ass. And she is just like deer in headlights. I have a traditional French opera cake for you, almond sponge with it's opera cake. And she walks back to the kitchen.
All right, and after that, after you come back, I would assume that Carmen kind of says something in terms of you coming back flustered and whatnot. But after some time, Carmen also goes to present her fantastic dish. And yeah, I think with that, the judges take some time to deliberate, and what that means is, Mrs. Salazar, you talk with your fellow judges and decide which dish you liked best. And okay. And after some one second. Right. After some time, after some deliberation, all the contestants are kind of called out by Mariano, and Mrs. Salazar takes the floor to announce who has which dishes were a big hit.
Right. Thank you first of all for everybody that has gathered here. To our first little, not the first, but definitely the most formal one, the cook-off. Right. So I'm pretty sure everybody is excited about who has won. So I'll get right into it. I won't be sharing the scores because that might start a riot. But yes, so we'll do 2 categories. The first one is desserts, and again, winning actually a rather close race. It is a Maria with her opera cake. So, congratulations, Maria.
There's like applause, little whoops.
And
Maria just looks completely shocked because she knows that her opera cake was like not the best opera cake she's ever made.
Yes, and for the category of the more savory dishes, And you can see like Mariano is kind of like gives her a look as she says just savory dishes as the category. Yes, that is going to be an unexpected winner, Cristobal.
Yay!
And she's going to step back and clap and see if the guests, judges have anything to say. And she's actually just going to give the floor to Alma. Let's just hear from the judges what they liked about the dishes, what kind of made it their favorite. And she's going to give the floor to Alma first, just to fuck with her a little.
Alma again is very like, I liked Cristobal's dish a lot. It reminded me of something that I would make for myself after a long day of work, and I thought that's a good thing to have that feeling just in a dish, which is why I really liked it. All the other dishes were also very, very good. But yeah, I just really, I have a soft spot for comfort food, and she's gonna just like do a little sneaky wink at Cristobal. And Mariano kind of concurs with that, and as you know, as everyone kind of congratulates each other, and like any remaining food is kind of either stored away or eaten by people who have come to see the cook-off. I have a question. Will Mrs. Salazar have La Náutica open for dinner, or no? Would she give everyone a day off or half a day off?
I think she might close it for dinner, mostly because Dante is coming.
Mm-hmm.
And she would like to have a private dinner, so she would ask. I would say this would also give a little bit of extra drama. She's going to ask Mariano if he is fine with cooking a more private dinner, and if he wants somebody to stay back and cook with him. And who is that going to be? Who does he place his confidence in the kitchen as well?
Mariano, first of all, would respond saying, I would love to cook a private dinner. I think this might sound weird, but I feel Sylvia would be a good help. His butter chicken was rather interesting.
I see. Well, I don't think Sylvia originally was supposed to be a chef, but if you can mold him into one, or I'm not presuming anything, but yes, if you want Sylvia, I'll ask him. I don't think he would deny me.
Yeah, either him or me. Yeah, no. I think Maria would be a little too nervous.
Fair enough. All right. She's going to actually ask Cristobal to send a message to Silvio. Cristobal, could you ask Silvio to talk to Mariano and about the dinner plans today, and also make an announcement to everybody else that they can have the evening off, except Carmen. I think I might need Carmen to provide a little entertainment. Thank you very much.
I'll go and relay the messages as instructed.
Okay. Yeah, so
as
Silvia, you get the message. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cristobal comes over with the message. Initially, Sylvia's like, before he even says anything, Sylvia's like, dude, the tacos were so good. I managed to get like the enchiladas, sorry, but they were really good. I managed to get like a small little taste afterwards because there was barely anything left. He's fucking, I mean, I guess it was for the judges, but you know what I mean. Do you want to go grab a drink, celebrate?
Miss Salazar and Mariano need you to work tonight for private dinner.
What? Okay. Silvio immediately
They
assumes that this is a
specifically
private dinner from
requested
Mateo. And he's just like, fuck
No.
me. No, fuck off. I'm not. Fuck that. There is no way I'm cooking again for that slimy little weasel. No.
Talk to Mariano. Talk to Mariano about it. I don't know what's up, but Carmen's gonna be working tonight too.
That is such bullshit. Fine.
Sylvia, you go off to find Mariano, and I would say, if Cristobal did give the announcement that, evening is off, I would say Sebastian and Julieta would quickly, close up their stations and head out. What is Maria doing?
Maria has noticed that Fernando has disappeared. She's gonna send a text off.
You send a text and it goes through, but no one sees it. And usually Fernando is someone would respond to messages quite promptly. You also know Fernando was looking forward to the cook-off, especially after having been out of the kitchen yesterday.
Yeah, she's gonna maybe check the break room, see if he, left his phone behind or something. Otherwise, probably just get ready to head out.
You see Fernando's phone. No, if you're looking specifically for Fernando's phone, you don't see it at a first glance in the break room, but upon another once over, you see that it looks like it had been either thrown or flung across the room, because it has a crack in it and it's on the floor in a corner. And you also notice that the break room door has some sort of signs of, someone either picking the lock or just trying to shove the door
open. Pictures of everything. I don't want to bother Mrs. Salazar, but does the phone turn on?
Yeah, the phone turns on.
Does it look like anyone else has texted or called him?
No, there's no other texts or calls from anyone on the phone, but it does look like the phone app was open and it was gonna call you.
Maria's gonna tuck his phone into her bag, and then everyone should normally go to is busy. I guess she'll maybe look for Cristobal.
Okay. You're easily able to find Cristobal out on the main floor area.
Setting up a nice table for the private dinner.
Sorry, I don't want to bother you too much. But have you seen? When was the last time you saw Fernando?
Last time I saw Fernando was during lunch break. Did he? Is he not here?
Well, he missed the cook-off, and I found his phone, and it's broken.
Oh, that's not good.
I'm gonna cut from that to Silvio. You find Mariano as well, kind of talking to Camilla, and what are you saying to him?
Silvio walks over very angrily, ready for a fight, almost. And then when he sees Mariano and Mr. Salazar there, he puts his hands in his pockets. Breathes. Hey, Cristobal said that you need my help with something. What's up?
Yeah, I wanted to take you on as my assistant for the private dinner tonight.
Private dinner? For whom?
For Mrs. Salazar's family.
Oh. Fuck yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I thought it was for Mateo, and I was going to be very upset. Okay, that makes sense. I'm down for that. Yeah.
Mateo from a table over, it's like kind of pops his head out and is like, "Why would that be a problem now?"
No comment. But yeah, I think that works. I have been learning basic stuff from my mom, but it would be good to learn from a professional, seasoned chef, of course. Yeah.
Mateo would come up to the three of you, and Mateo would look at at Camilla. Well, Mateo would look at Camilla and it's like, I know this is a little disrespectful, but is it okay if I also come to the dinner? I would really like to clear things up with your brother.
Let me talk to him. Let me see what kind of a mood he is in, and if everything seems alright, sure, I will not.
Thank you. I normally wouldn't ask, obviously, but like I said, the threat of being beaten up really does things to one.
Yes, that is why I wanted to start to at least make things less brutal with you around here. Which, to be fair,
Thank you.
It's not uncalled for by the people here, but we must move on sometime.
I must admit, I did have a hand in that. I'm not completely blameless.
Again, this might just be a temporary situation, who knows? But right now we must collaborate.
While Mateo and Camille are talking, Mariano looks at you just like, I don't like this.
Yeah, same. I return the same face and I just look over at Mateo and is that an apology from Mateo? Ibarra of all people? Are my ears deceiving me?
Do you say this out loud or do you just say it to Mariano?
No, out loud to him.
Oh, good. Mateo's gonna, look at you and just say, well, it seems a lot of things have been misconstrued. Samia and I had a really nice talk last night. So, olive branches and whatnot have been extended.
I don't want to know what other things have been extended, Mateo. I broke the DM. Let's go.
You see Mariano's eyes kind of pop open a little because Mariano remembers a statement that Camilla made, and I would say, Silvio, you would hear this you would hear him mutter under his breath, "Is that why she said she was in her own bed?" That's all you hear, but
it seems that there is a certain I think it is evening enough for us all to depart. I think. Antonio, can I have a drink, please? And she's going to just take a step back from the situation itself.
Mateo is also gonna be like, I also will be getting going. Maybe see you both tonight, and like says it to Mariano and Silvio, and promptly leaves. Oh, I think that's where this scene's gonna end, and we're gonna cut back to post cook-off. I think everyone is pretty much gone from the kitchen. Federico, you.
Oh, sorry.
I had one thing that I wanted to do really quick.
Mhm.
After Mateo leaves, just turn to Marianne and be like, "Hey, so since I'm very new to this and like we're gonna be cooking for a bunch of people, do you mind if I ask one of the staff to help out as well, so that there's enough people to cover the slack and everything? Because I don't know if, sure, like."
It'll be a dinner for 2, and if that guy comes, 3 people. You're more than capable. I trust you.
Oh, so it's only I don't know why I thought okay, that makes sense. I thought Ilalia might show up too, but okay, that makes sense. Okay, cool. All right, no man.
Okay. Yes, Kronos, you were saying.
And you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me? Okay, perfect. Yeah, no, sorry. You were saying Federico. What's Federico up to?
Yeah, so Federico's come back to the kitchen, and Alicia's just been waiting, kind of like trying to clear up Federico's station as best as she could.
I'll try to do it. I'll like wave her off for a bit and then try to do it myself. Just clean.
She's gonna slap your hands and be like, "Your hands are not well. Please just let me do this."
As she slaps my hand, like you see Federico's like his ears start welling up. Hurts. It's burnt. But yeah.
She immediately realizes what she did, and she's just like, "Oh no, I'm so sorry. Please just sit down. Do you have ice packs? You must have ice packs."
We do. We have some in the freezer. I'll go get them. Thank you for this. I'm sorry. I mean, like, we can go for dinner. I'll just go get changed and we can head out. Yeah.
We don't have to head out. You are hurt. We can stay here. I'm sure we can make something else from here.
I am in need of a distraction, and I need something to take my mind off things. I know that this might come off as weird, as in me asking you to be a distraction for me, but no, I just need something to take my mind off things. And honestly, dinner sounds great.
All right. Okay then. I'll just finish this up then.
No, that'll be fine. Ariadne.
The poor girl. Ariadne's head pops up from like the break room, and she's like, "Yes."
Help.
Why?
Please?
Fine.
Alright, and I'll go get changed, and yeah.
Yeah, you and Alicia head out. Mariano and Silvio are helping to plan / make the stuff for the private dinner, and Cristobal and Maria are on the investigative bit of what happened to Fernando. I think that's where we'll stop today.
Alright.
A lot of good places to continue with next session.
Oh my lord.
Thank you for playing, and thank you to whoever has been watching. See you guys next week to see what happens at the dinner, what happens at the date, what happens in terms of what Cristobal and Maria find out.
GG's. I hate my
Yes.
dice rolls.
Whoa.
What? I thought we were ending. My bad. Sorry.
Hold on. We didn't outro. Whoa.
Oh shit! You're right. Absolutely right. My bad. And we're back.
I have been silenced. I was silenced.
My
wanted to
stack of
say-
reaction cards is growing.
Yes. I was saying I must confess, along with our usual 7 players, there was an 8th player here tonight. Hold on. It was him!
What? Oh, Jesus.
Oh, damn it!
No way.
My God.
Our 8th player. This guy was the one playing Mateo. If Mateo said or did anything unusual, it was because of him.
He said and did a lot of
I love
unusual
it.
things.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Dude, that rat
My
is really
God.
down bad, I guess.
Mateo is a rat.
Mateo is a rat. Facts.
That's. Oh my God.
I had so much fun making this last week.
Hell yeah.
But yes, thank you everyone for playing. Thank you for watching. For outros, let's start with Steve.
Hello. Hi. Steve. Here. Hi. I completely forgot we were supposed to do outros, and I've been producing only for 2 years. That is so great. But yeah, very excited about this next arc. We're 5 episodes down, which means we're like halfway there. Cool stuff happening, and you can find me here on Pantsless tables, or just here basically doing all the things. Yeah.
Awesome. Denver.
Hey guys, I'm Denver at DEA Grant Draws on the Bird app. And you can also find me here on Fridays with the Apocalypse Keys game.
Awesome. Yes. Sangeet.
Hello, I am Sangeet. I also have no socials. I used to have them, but then I forgot.
All right, Kronos.
You're not missing much.
Hey, this has been Kronos. I use he, him pronouns, and I have been playing Federico Fitucci, the pasta chef at Náutica. Thank you for having me, Steve and Asian P, and thank you for my wonderful players for playing. Yeah.
And Emily.
I'm Emily at Emily Plays D&D on TikTok and Twitter. And if you all are really lucky and I really love you, there will be less crap in my background next time.
We love clutter. And of course, I have been Asian P. I use they, them pronouns. You can find me on Instagram at the.agent.p or on Twitter at theagentp_. I mostly post just artwork that I like and other unhinged things. Thank you everyone for watching, and see y'all next week. Bye-bye! Oh, and bye from this guy as well. Bye. Bye.